Welcome back to another video. We have a finished garden. We have our pagoda over the top with the decking on the bottom. Excuse the blue piping. That's we're in the middle of emptying the hot tub, but we finally got the rest of it done. Long term, and it will be long term now because I'm a bit skint. There will be some sort of roofing on that. I don't quite know what it's going to be, but just so that we can get in the hot tub in the rain if we want to, and have this seating area over here for sitting in. If it's raining, you can use the hot tub and just sort of get in and get out. But it's so good to have that finished. I sat there a little bit earlier and had a coffee just because I needed to take a few minutes to chill out and have a coffee. Also had all of this cut back, not the tops, just here, and we've had a gardener over and cleared out all of the old weeds and all of the old rubbish. Still haven't got the netting sorted for that yet, but so nice, and we've got it back to ourselves now. We can sit in it, we can do what we want in it. I have spent a fortune on some new tables and chairs to go in here, a bigger one sort of to dine on, to sit round, and then another one for up there, and they both match, so I'll show you those when they come. I was really gutted to miss the video on Wednesday. I've just had such a busy start to this week that I just ran out of time with both work and home stuff. We've had to empty the hot tub, and we're trying to work out how to do that for the first time without causing a flood everywhere, and none of the pipe doesn't reach the drain, and all sorts of just stuff this week that has just meant I've run out of time. So I'm really sorry for missing it, but I'll put some of the stuff into this video from that I recorded for the last video. One of those is the challenge that you guys set me to do for August. Now we're on Wednesday, so that's a few days into August already. I have been on it. I won't talk about that yet until I've put that bit of video in, but I've got a couple of rides under my belt already, a few kilometers towards the target, which is good. I thought about riding tonight, but I don't know whether I will. Being honest, I need a holiday. I'm feeling quite tired, feeling a bit quite drained. And I'm taking the last 2 weeks of August off work, so a bit of recharge and recovery. There's a chance I might take a week off at some point from doing videos as well, just as a bit of a warning. But what I'll do now is I'll hop back in time, talk through the decision and target for this month, and then I'll probably see you on Thursday just before the race. I'll see you then. A couple of videos ago, I challenged you guys to challenge me. Give me a challenge for August, something that is achievable but will also push me beyond what I've done really in the recent months. So I'm going to open up the comments and have a read through, and let's see which one we're going to take as a challenge. So Simon Greaves has suggested that not setting a distance or an altitude target, but just to ride for every day in August. I quite like the idea of that, probably more so if I hadn't had the recent stomach issues, because if that rears its head again, and I know it might not, it's unlikely to. No, I've said that though, but it's probably unlikely to, and I'm probably being a bit more scared of it than I should be. But if anything like that happens, then I wouldn't be able to ride. And there also is a small chance that, being the summer holidays, that we might go away for a couple of days. So that might not fit very well for August. I don't know. Let's see what some of the other challenges are. Matthew Reed suggests to set myself a 600 kilometre target for the month. That could be a good option. So recent months have been around about 100 kilometres a week. I had a quick look on Strava actually when I was thinking about what this challenge could be. And I'm somewhere between 400 and 500 kilometres each month. So 600 would be an achievable target to get to. Andy Creer suggests that I need to learn the phrase, "I love to ride my bicycle, but it makes my bottom sore," in Mandarin. I like the idea of that, but I'd be worried that I would offend everybody by attempting that as a challenge. I might see what it actually looks like if it is in Mandarin. Colin Moore suggests that I try to unlock the Tron bike. I can't remember how close I am, but I think I'm just that little bit too far away to do that in 1 month. However, when I'm within a decent striking distance, maybe I should set myself that target for that month. So had I not had my stomach issues, and it maybe not be a month or we're likely to go away, I probably would have set myself the challenge of riding every day. But I think what I'm going to do is actually set the distance target, and then it gives me that chance to make up those days if I need to. So going on recent, somewhere between 450 and 500 kilometers a month. I think setting myself a target for 600 kilometers, which is just under 20 kilometers a day, is going to be a real challenge for me, because that will mean that on the rides where I do, you know, on the days that I'm off, I'm going to have to catch up quite a bit of distance. So yeah, I'm going to set that as my target, 600 kilometers for the month. And considering today is the 1st, but it's 9:45 at night, I'm unlikely to get on the bike tonight. So I've got 30 days to achieve it. Big challenge for me personally, but also think it's one that's achievable. So let's give it a go. It's Thursday, which means it is race day, and the heavens have opened. The rain is back. We've had a couple of days of clear sky, but now we're back to rubbish again. One thing I must update you on is I got on the scales on Saturday for the first time in quite some time, actually. And I know I haven't done updates on the videos just because of how I've been feeling, my stomach issues and stuff, but I've lost 2 pounds. And that's Thursday. I'm not weighing myself yet until the weekend, but as at last week, 2 pounds. So I'm happy with that, especially given the stomach issues I was having. Some of it might have been because of the stomach issues I was having, but I'll take it. A £2 loss is a £2 loss. Really looking forward to tonight's race. Zwift ZHQ Anti-Sandbagging Race. The DCAT is only 1 lap of the Champs-Élysées, so it's going to be a bit fast and frantic. And I've seen already there's quite a few T2.5 people signed up, so the pens should be quite full with our riders, which will be awesome. Going to love trying to catch up with the results after. I'm not going to be able to see any of the other categories racing, and I'm probably not going to be able to see the results either. So hopefully some of you guys will send it over afterwards so I can do a bit of a wrap up after the race. I've got a little while, but I am absolutely starving. I don't know why, but I'm going to go and eat something to fuel up before this race. So I will see you on the start line. Right, I've just done a quick warm up around Watopia before jumping on here. Only like 5 minutes. Just to get the legs moving before this. One thing I've noticed since doing that warm up is my legs do feel quite heavy still. And I have, trying to achieve my target for the week, I've done quite a bit more racing than riding than what I'm used to. So I don't know how this is going to go. It is a very short race. It's only 1 lap. There's the little bit to go around before getting to the start of the first lap. So it's up that little incline sort of 1.5 times, I think. And that's the point I'm going to get lost if I get lost. So what I need to do, try my hardest to stay in with a group. If a group forms, to stay in the draft up that hill. The last time I did this race, I really struggled with that. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. Lots of people, I think, signed up. I gave a quick ride-on from the homepage on the companion app, and it sent 28 ride-ons. So I'm really hoping we got a nice big group of T2.5ers here. There's lots of people in that I've already seen in other groups. And towards the start of the day, it was mostly our riders, but it's filled up as the day's gone on. A few more people in the DCAT and the C's and the B's that I was looking at. So looking forward to this race. Just going to step the legs up a little bit, and then we'll do the countdown. Off we go then. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. And no doubt, as per most Zwift races, this will start fast. So hopefully we'll end up in a nice group. A couple of people I can see. R. Dalton, D. Howarth, A. Evans. Oh, it's moving around quite quick at the moment to notice everyone. A. Pimer. Oh, I've already lost the front of that group. Look. I'm gonna get my head down and try and catch them. So I managed to catch them and stay with them. Now comes the hard part. There's not going to be a lot of talking in this, I'm afraid. Just trying my hardest to stay here, staying with the group up this hill.
So I managed to stay with them on that climb. Now it's just a case of trying to sit in and recover a bit without losing the back. So I wouldn't call that downhill much recovery. Struggling with it. Again, just putting consistent power out. Just my legs haven't got it. I think I might struggle a bit over the next few weeks while I up my distance. But at least I'm still with the group. I tried to put a burst in up that hill just to make sure I came out with the group, and it's totally wiped my legs out. The last couple of weeks races have been really hard. Right, I got nothing. Nothing at all. Oh. Well, I didn't have anything left in the legs after pushing up that little hill. But let's have a look at the results. Move my face out of the way. So D Ludwig, 16:22, and only 1 or 2 seconds back, depending on how you look at that. No, 1 second back, yeah. A Pimer in second. Awesome result, mate. S Jones in third, a second back, and A Evans just behind. With A Newhawk, and myself. Respectable 6th place finish. I'm happy with that. I managed to stay with the group all the way, so aside from the sprint at the end. 16:26, nice, short and sweet, with an average of 273 watts and 168. What's it called? Heart rate, that's it. D Howarth just behind, with R Dalton in 8th, and then L King a little bit further behind. I think we had a few other riders on the road, but I think that's all of the T2.5 riders, possibly, that were in the D group. I'll keep an eye on it for a minute, but definitely struggling with a bit of fatigue in the legs. Couple of rides already done this week, so I think it's going to be a little bit difficult over the next few weeks to just keep up the effort in the races, but good results. The last few people, O Johnson, 18:51, and N Zirota, at 18:52. Oh, brilliant race. So, can I see the other groups? That is the question. Let's just move my face down there. Wonder if we'll tick a full 4 corners. And then we didn't have anybody in the A-Cat. Some of these cats are probably still riding, as they're not showing any results yet, so, or the C-Cat. So I'll hang around for a couple of minutes. Okay, so finally got some other results coming up, and boy, did these pens fill up just before the race. Nowhere this many earlier in the day. So let's have a look at through the B-Cat, or I'll check A-Cat quickly. Not sure there are any A-Cat riders. In fact, they've not finished yet. B-Cat, first T2.5 rider, N Hunt, 17th position, 23:32. Great effort. N Corbin in 19th, 23:40. C Jupp and M Barber, 25th and 26th. And J Guthrie just behind in 28th. And I think J is Jill in 29th. These were brutal races. Looking at the C-Cat quickly. First T2.5 is S Greaves in 18th, 24:17. With S Pie, a little trio here. S Pie 28th, C Ware in 29th, and Seymour in 30th. Another little trio. S Little 34th, C Finlayson 35th, and A Bottomley in 36th. And I think that's captured all of the ones that have come through so far. But that was a short race. I've joined up to do the MAAP or MAP Stage 1 Easy Ride on TikTok. So I've got to go and jump over there and join that. So we'll have a catch up after I've jumped off, done everything, and we'll have a catch up later.
That race was hard work. The routes with the slight inclines, I know it's not a big steep one, but it goes on for a long time, and I struggle with the endurance and the extra power I have to put out to keep up with the group. Luckily, I managed it. I stayed with the group until the end. I had nothing left for the sprint, but if I go back to where I was in January, I wouldn't have had a hope of staying with that group all the way through the race. So it shows that I'm progressing. I'm feeling the progression, and I'm really pleased with that. And it was great to see so many T2.5 riders there too. A couple of people near the top of the leaderboards and things. So yeah, really, really good. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There was lots of chatter on Facebook afterwards. Let me know in the comments below whether you enjoyed it or not, and we'll add that to our usual first race of the month, Thursday night. We'll do one of those Zwift races, which I think will be great fun. So this week's target, I guess, is to do 150 kilometers to hit the 600 kilometers for the month. I'm sat here tonight, it's Friday night, and I'm at 95 kilometers. So bearing in mind I missed Wednesday's video, if we do a quick rundown of what I've done so far this week. So on Monday I jumped on, just did the 2 village loop in Mercury Islands, just over 25 kilometers, just on my own, just to get some extra, just, you know, start racking up the kilometers. Good start with 25 kilometers. Then on Tuesday, unfortunately Andy couldn't make his Tuesday trundle ride, so I jumped in and covered the ride for him. We did the Greater London Flat. It was another 35.5 kilometers, so awesome start to the week. I had a day off on Wednesday and then into the race day on Thursday. The race itself was only 11.1 kilometers, and I actually jumped off straight over, as you saw, to do the MAAP. Is it MAP? Is it MAAP? I don't know, whatever it is. Shorter route, which was just TikTok, which was another 20 kilometers. So all in all, 95 kilometers already done. And this is where I realised the magnitude of the task for me is I've still got to do another 55 kilometers across tomorrow and Sunday. So tomorrow's group ride, hopefully I'll get a few, 30 odd kilometers in as part of that. So I'll either stay on to up that to 50, although tomorrow is the first day for a long time that our daughter is actually staying over at her grandparents' house. So we are, tomorrow afternoon after the ride, I've pretty much got time to spend just myself and my wife, which we haven't done in what feels like, it must be, I don't know, maybe it's even a year. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I might be told to jump off because we're going to be dropping her off. But if not, I'll have to jump on Sunday and, sort of catch up on that, because I don't want to fall behind in the first week. I want to make sure I'm getting onto the target. So the magnitude of the target has become a little bit evident, I think, during this week in that I struggled to have anything in my legs for the race. And actually, this is, I don't know, if I'm around 400 kilometers for the month and I'm stepping up to 600, that's a good 50% increase on what I'm used to. And it's not just for a week, it's for the whole month. So I'm pleased that this is going to be a challenge target, very challenging target, but I've also realised how much it is going to take to do it. So I'll see. Maybe I'll cover off the other 55 kilometres tomorrow. I might spread it over to Saturday or Sunday, but that will be on next week's vlog, along with another weight update. Let's see how I've done this week. I'll be jumping on the scales tomorrow morning. Fingers crossed, let's come down slightly. I've been very, very good since my stomach issues. I've been very, very good at eating very healthy. I've eaten a lot more veg, fruit, potatoes and rice and stuff, rather than sort of the vegan substitute replacements for things. So hopefully that will work. I'm definitely feeling good, actually. I feel quite good for it, that's for sure. So hopefully tomorrow's weight will go well, but you'll see that on next week's vlog. Next week's rides, we have Tuesday night, we have Jill's unbanded group ride aimed between 2 and 2.5 watts per kilogram, which is actually a bit of a struggle for me. That's sort of top end of where I can maintain for a period of time. So I will join it, and whether I'll be able to keep up or not, we'll have to wait and see. But that'll be the Tuesday night ride, and then we'll have the race on Thursday, which will be the TT race this week, and then the group ride on Saturday. They will be our T2.5 organised rides for the week, so keep an eye out. The sign-ups will be below on Google Forms or Spond. And thank you everybody for everyone's support on Buy Me a Coffee. It really does mean a lot. Thank you. But yeah, that's the end of this week. Please do hit like, subscribe, all of that stuff, and I will see you, I promise you, on Wednesday this week.